Redeu-ai, 00010, a young stewardess is all set for her first day at work on a regular-looking train packed with passengers. Some are traveling for work, while others are off on holiday with their families. But just 10 minutes into the journey, everything goes haywire. The train suddenly transforms into an old, rusty mess, and chaos erupts. People go wild, and there's blood everywhere. The stewardess, hoping for a great first day, is left traumatized by the horrific scene. Now, let's rewind to 1988. Little Omi's son is super excited because it's her birthday today. She's eagerly waiting for her dad to come home with her special present. Omi's dad works as a conductor on a train, while her grandmother sits in front of the TV. Omi plays with her toy train, but soon gets bored and tries to get her grandmother's attention. When her grandmother doesn't respond, after shaking her grandmother's shoulder, Misun watches in horror as the woman's lifeless body falls heavily onto the toy train, destroying it. On the television, the shocking news of a terrible train accident is broadcast. Misun's dad, who was working as the conductor, is now amidst burning, crushed metal. It's revealed that Misun's grandmother had a heart attack upon learning about her son's death. In the aftermath of the accident, we see two small children, a boy and a girl, both injured. They stare in horror at the body of their mother, who sacrificed herself to shield them from the crash. Fast forward 15 years, Misun is now a stewardess, starting her job on a train. Some people blame her dad, the conductor of the crashed train, but Misun ignores the accusations and focuses on her work. Later, we learn that the train is departing from Seoul Station to Yeosu at 11:50 p.m. Many passengers board the train, including a couple, Hee-joo and her boyfriend, off for their honeymoon, a group of 4 teenagers investigating paranormal activities, and 2 schoolgirls who have bunked their classes. The train departs at the scheduled time. Shortly after, another couple arrives at the station, worried they've missed the train. Surprisingly, at 12 a.m., a second train arrives. The couple boards the train, and the captain, Mr. Park, announces that this journey to Yeosu will be the train's last. He reveals that some parts of the train are from the same coaches used in the crash 15 years ago, leading to rumors of haunting. Shortly after, the schoolgirls intentionally collide with Misun's food trolley and steal chocolates. Misun notices but doesn't confront them. Instead, she joins them in snacking. Later, the train's conductor, Jin-kyu, invites Misun to a farewell party for Mr. Park. They celebrate with the staff, congratulating the captain on his retirement. After the party, Mr. Park returns to the control room and sees a girl standing on the train track. Terrified, he pulls the brake handle, causing passengers to lose balance momentarily. However, he finds no one on the track when he checks. Meanwhile, the paranormal activity team interviews a passenger who mentions that today is the same date as the horrific accident 15 years ago. The passenger shares that he travels annually on the train's accident anniversary since he lost his parents that day. 3 years ago, he saw a man with a briefcase who vanished mysteriously. He guides the investigation team to the man's seat, where So-hee, one of the investigators, senses a strange aura, revealing her psychic ability to see spirits. Meanwhile, Misun encounters Woo-wong, a boy traveling alone and drawing in his book. He claims his mother waits at the next stop. When Misun views his drawings, she notices passengers not present on the train. Woo-wong tries to destroy the sketches, prompting Misun to leave. She then experiences eerie phenomena. The train transforms into an old, dark version with spiders crawling, and she glimpses the spirits of crash victims. Suddenly, everything returns to normal. Misun meets Woo-wong, a boy drawing in his book, who says his mother waits at the next stop. She notices extra passengers in his drawings. Eerie events follow. The train turns dark, with spiders and ghostly figures, before returning to normal. In the aftermath of the unsettling encounter with the mysterious stewardess, Misun's curiosity leads her deeper into the train's enigmatic secrets. As she follows the unfamiliar stewardess to the next coach, a sudden stumble catapults her into a surreal realm where the train itself seems to shift and morph into a haunting specter of its former self. Caught in a terrifying confrontation with a dark apparition, Misun senses real as reality warps around her, only to snap back to normalcy as quickly as it had shifted. Amidst the chaos, So-hee's discovery of the eerie wig left behind by the ghostly figure adds another layer of intrigue to the unfolding mystery. Despite facing reprimand from her supervisor, Jin-kyu's steadfast support provides Misun with a glimmer of reassurance amidst the growing unease. Meanwhile, aboard the second train, Jumi's apprehension deepens as she and Jong-hyun find themselves isolated until an unexpected reunion with his former professor, Kim, offers a semblance of familiarity. Yet, as the threads of fate weave together between the two trains, a sinister turn unfolds on the first train as the girl who claimed the mysterious wig meets a chilling demise in the bathroom. Simultaneously, Misun's encounter with the enigmatic Hu Wang leads her on a disorienting chase, only to confront the unsettling presence of her deceased father, shattering the fragile veil between reality and the unknown. Amidst the chaos, Jin-kyu's steadfast guidance anchors Misun, reminding her of the urgent departure and the unsettling truths lurking within the train's depths. In the bathroom, a woman smokes in frustration as her boyfriend left the train. Suddenly, his spirit appears, attacking her. On the second train, Professor Kim discusses his dissertation with Misun's dad, who plans to gift her a music box. The couple, Jong-hyun and Jumi, realize they boarded the ghost train that crashed 15 years ago. On the first train, Jin-kyu and Misun discover the woman's body in the bathroom, terrified to death. Jin-kyu contacts the central office while Misun finds unsettling messages on the woman's phone from her boyfriend, urging her to leave the train due to seeing spirits. As the train transforms again, Misun encounters the mysterious stewardess who warns her of impending doom. Confused and distressed, Misun screams at the stewardess, only to realize she's shouting at her supervisor. Overwhelmed, Misun collapses, entering a vision where she learns the stewardess, Jung Jin-sook, served on the train that crashed 15 years ago. On the train, Jin-kyu and Misun make a disturbing discovery: a woman, terrified to death, in the bathroom. Jin-kyu swiftly contacts the central office for assistance. Meanwhile, Misun checks the woman's phone and finds messages from her boyfriend, alarmed by the apparitions he saw after leaving the train. As the train undergoes another eerie transformation, Misun encounters the enigmatic stewardess again. This mysterious figure cryptically warns Misun about an impending tragedy. Overwhelmed by confusion and fear, Misun unintentionally directs her distress at her supervisor, mistaking her for the ominous stewardess. In the bathroom, a woman smokes as her boyfriend leaves the train. Suddenly, his spirit attacks her. Meanwhile, on the second train, Professor Kim discusses his dissertation with Misun's dad, planning a gift for her. The couple, Jong-hyun and Jumi, realize they're on the ghost train from 15 years ago. Back on the first train, Jin-kyu and Misun find a terrified woman's body. Jin-kyu contacts the central office while Misun reads unsettling messages from the woman's boyfriend about seeing spirits. The train transforms, and Misun encounters the mysterious stewardess again. Overwhelmed, Misun collapses, entering a vision where she learns about the stewardess's past. Jin-kyu and Misun discover the woman's body in the bathroom. Jin-kyu contacts the central office, and Misun finds alarming messages from the woman's boyfriend about the spirits he saw. As the train transforms once more, Misun encounters the mysterious stewardess again, who cryptically warns her of impending danger. Confused and frightened, Misun mistakenly directs her distress to her supervisor. The intensity of the situation takes its toll on Misun, causing her to collapse. In this moment of vulnerability, she experiences a surreal vision revealing the stewardess's identity, Jung Jin-sook, who served on the ill-fated train that crashed 15 years ago. The revelations and paranormal occurrences on the train deepen the mystery and heighten the tension for both Misun and the passengers. On the floor, So-hee reveals a chilling truth before her last breath. Many passengers on the train are possessed by spirits from the past. Among them are Hee-joo and her boyfriend, vessels for the spirits of two children who perished in the crash 15 years ago. Shockingly, these spirits are unaware of their own deaths and unknowingly travel on the train. Upon learning this, Misun rushes to confront the possessed couple, but before she can intervene, he stabs her from behind, rendering her unconscious once more. Meanwhile, Jin-kyu struggles to bring the train to a stop as intended, causing panic among the passengers. As Misun awakens, she finds her father's spirit by her side. He reassures her, revealing that their train is destined to collide with another, triggering a revelation for all the trapped spirits. This collision will finally end the eerie phenomenon. Suddenly, the coach plunges into darkness, transforming into its ominous state once more, with blood ominously seeping through the surroundings. As Misun lies on the floor, the eerie presence of Jin-sook emerges. However, Jin-kyu intervenes, declaring his eternal bond with Misun. It's revealed that Jin-kyu and Jin-sook shared a past relationship before Jin-sook's tragic demise in the accident. With Jin-kyu's reassurance, Jin-sook's spirit departs, finding solace in her former boyfriend's embrace. Meanwhile, chaos erupts in the train as lights flicker and glass shatters, signaling the spirits awakening to their grim reality. Misin ventures to the control room, where she discovers Hee-joo and her boyfriend. They have slain the captain and redirected the train's path toward a fatal collision. Misin attempts to reason with Hee-joo, prompting a haunting vision. In Hee-joo's harrowing flashback, the idyllic beach trip with her family transforms into a nightmare fueled by her father's dark intentions. Hidden poison threatened their lives, but Jin-sook's accidental intervention disrupted his sinister scheme. In a fit of rage, her father silenced Jin-sook and the captain, sealing their fate in that of the doomed train. The echoes of the past reverberate into the present as Hee-joo's boyfriend's assault on Misin mirrors the sinister legacy of that fateful day. As Hee-joo regresses into her younger self, the weight of past trauma resurfaces. Amidst the chaos, Misin's father's spectral presence brings a glimmer of hope, guiding the train away from catastrophe. As Hee-joo's boyfriend sheds his possessed facade to comfort his sister, a semblance of peace descends upon the haunted train. With the haunted and natural trains parting ways, a serene normalcy washes over the original train. Ghostly apparitions fade into oblivion, and passengers emerge from hiding, their fears assuaged by the dawn of a new day. In the solemn solitude of the control room, Misin finds solace in her father's ethereal embrace, his words of reunion echoing through the quiet. With the train finally at rest, daylight breaks, and disoriented passengers step into the embrace of the waking world. As the final curtain falls, Misin stands once more at Seoul Station, a stalwart stewardess aboard the train bound for Yosu. Night surrenders to dawn, and as the train embarks on its last journey, a sense of closure settles over the haunted rails.